Raging Fire.
All right. What were we saying?
I don't remember.
How long have we been on the road?
Episode 5.
This is
maybe,
episode 6.
6.
I think it's episode 6.
It'll be in the title.
We were going to do a 1 month on the road thing, and now we're at like 3. I should scoot, right?
Probably.
Ooh, no, I shouldn't. I'll fall off. I'll just do that.
Put too many logs on the fire.
I did.
No, we have officially been doing the V Ruff Tour for 53 days.
Mm-hmm.
So
last we left, we were
in California.
We didn't do one in California. Last we left was Washington, wasn't
Oregon.
it? Oregon.
Yeah, because we didn't talk about getting to San Jose.
No, we hadn't gotten to California.
Where
were we?
So remember, the last episode we did, we talked about the Oregon coast and Leavenworth and the reindeer farm and all of those things.
And you put all those pictures.
Yep, and then we went through and I met a client on the way down to the 101 into California, Northern California, in Eugene, Oregon, and then we cut over at Grants Pass down into the Redwoods, which we talked about the last episode about, because we did that at the Redwoods Park there. We talked about not pulling people's power out of the camper, and
that was
we
California.
discussed that whole situation.
Yes,
but
that was Northern California.
But then we took that, the 101 all the way down through San Francisco.
Yes.
We actually went the Oakland way. It's hopping out all over the place.
I'm so sorry.
We
went to San Jose.
Got down to San Jose, and then you had another trial.
I had the Firepower ISC Cup.
Yep, which you ended up getting first place in that.
Monty won overall large, and Maple got second, which was super cool. Like, I came in like they didn't give out ribbons or anything, so if you got like a placement at the end, because you had to get so far, and then the last run, I think it was an A3, was the finals, and dude just happened to run clean. That's all.
But that was a.
And they gave a really cute handmade flower vase, which I.
And it was up on a ridge. You competed. It was up on the top of a ridge.
I know the place
overlooked
was
the whole
place.
valley.
It was super cool.
What a cool place. And Coyote Valley RV Resort was where we were.
That's where we were. Super nice.
That was a great campground.
Yep.
Beautiful pads. Like the weather's perfect, 72 degrees in the day, 75 degrees.
Yep.
I mean, it's what you hear about in that part of country in California.
Imagine.
Not a cloud in the sky every day. We went downtown San Jose and had dinner one night after work. We went and we explored like the Cupertino area and Mountain View and Apple's headquarters and Google's headquarters as well.
We didn't get out.
Got a killer good pizza place downtown for Friday night pizza night with that Indian pizza place. Like a curry pizza. It was phenomenal.
Mind blown.
Super good.
That was really good.
And so, but no, you had a great trial weekend.
Trial was great. Yeah, again, we got to walk away with something, which again I never expect. I'm always like, but to have come so far and to be able to leave with a cute little medal, and then the flower vase meant so much because it was like, oh, that's nice.
It was a super cool place.
Really nice, and the competition was great, and it was wonderful. The grass was wonderful. Courses were great. We had
beautiful.
Stephanie Semcat. She came over. And we ran her courses, which is a judge I'll be running over in Sweden. So very nice to get under the judge I'm running over in September.
Yeah, and then we...
from there we went to Las Vegas.
Yeah, so to kind of share with everybody, with the trial in San Jose, we basically decided to take a kind of a loop route.
The original plan
before you had that San Jose trial.
No, before I made
Team USA. Before you made
we were going to go to
Yosemite
and stay in Yosemite and then go to Las Vegas and stay like a week in Vegas and then
kind of cut back
and then go back to Montana and then come down the way we were planning. But when I made Team USA, their practice was in Utah, so
which actually was super convenient for this entire tour because
we already
we already had all these West Coast trials planned, and now Team USA is practicing out
in
west,
Utah,
in Utah. So
very, very convenient.
what we did was we took, if you look at your map there, there's only really two ways to do it. You can continue taking the 101 all the way down, or you cross over the ridge on the mountains and go into the Central Valley and then hit I-5. I believe it is I-5. And we took I-5 all the way down to basically intercept with Bakersfield, California, and then we start going through the Mojave Desert into Las Vegas to start going up towards Salt Lake for Team USA practice. And I am glad we stopped in Vegas. That was a
that was an awesome trip.
Very cool trip, but a very hard drive.
Yeah.
That was really difficult to go from San Jose.
I don't think we've had an easy
Vegas.
drive since leaving Idaho.
No. I would say it's been extremely exhausting.
It's exhausting for you, and it is exhausting in the back of the bus.
Yeah, that's doing where we were in the Redwoods and in the 101.
Constantly feeling
that was
like
not
everyone's
fun
gonna
to
fall.
be. That was a very difficult road to drive on with the bus and all the dogs and kids. And anyways, so we hit Vegas, which was a well-needed break after that drive and your trial.
Mm-hmm.
So we took a couple days off.
We
and
went
then,
to see a show.
Yep, we went and saw a
Cirque du
show.
Soleil. We
Went and out in the desert with the dogs. We'll show some great cool footage.
We did.
We went really hiking
and it was cool too. Which I was
it was hot in
concerned
the
about heat.
valley, but once you get up on the ridge, it was in the low 70s.
Nice.
Super pleasant, beautiful landscape. I mean, you'll see all this footage.
I love Vegas.
And Sadie and Cowboy, his old dogs, were hanging in there.
Sadie, Cowboy was. Sadie got a little tired. I love Vegas. Grew up going to Vegas pretty much every year, so having
I'm out there
the kids
every year
there
for work too.
is.
I
mean, he gets
some,
a bad
I had
rap.
to see some work clients while I was there too.
It gets a bad rap, but it is. I just think it's
Does
so
it get a
much
bad rap?
fun.
I think it's a great.
It is just so much fun. I
It's a great
love
town.
everything about
And
it.
so I wish we could have stayed there longer, but then we needed to drive from Vegas.
Slight disclosure: your bike was stolen in Vegas.
Yes,
I have to
my
mention
e-bike
that
was stolen.
his e-bike was stolen.
Yep.
At like 6 in the morning. It wasn't even like obnoxiously late or early.
No,
And we
no.
saw the guy in the Ring camera take it.
Yeah, he
And
just
took it.
And, and what we tell everybody what's sad is my chain had broken on the bike earlier in our trip, our little e-bike. And so I didn't have a chain on it. I was just, because we just put around the campgrounds with
cares.
it. It's nothing, it doesn't matter. But the bike only goes like 15 miles on a charge. So the guy stole it, and there's no chain. So he gets on it, and he's like, probably pedaling the street. He's like, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then he's only going to use it for 15 miles
he couldn't
and
take
then
the
dump it in
charger.
a ditch. He didn't take the charger because that was locked. Anyways, we were told in San Jose, lock your bikes, lock your bikes.
And we did.
Which we did. And then we got to Vegas, and we didn't think, because it was a nice getaway. And it's
little
still a
getaway.
nice getaway.
Yeah.
And that's at the
And we
Sandstown
were like in the
Getaway. That was a super cool spot.
very back corner. I mean, I'm surprised.
You could get way into there.
And I thought I heard it. I was like, I hear it, because it has really loud brakes. And so Parker was trying for an hour looking for it.
But
to no avail.
it was disappointing, but it is what it is.
But they didn't take Magnus's bike. They
Yep.
took Parker's broken bike.
Yeah.
So
But anyways,
aside from that,
we packed up, and then the drive going.
yes, my love.
Gunners needs to go to a bed. Magnus, Eiley, except for me.
You don't need to go to bed. Everybody else
No,
does.
everyone's being
Well, hey,
wild.
I got a quick idea. Would you let Mom and Papa? We're doing this filming thing. Let us finish this, and then we will take care of you.
I'll get some popcorn.
Okay, we'll get some popcorn. Thank
have
you.
to
That is.
And marshmallows.
Yeah. There you go. Shut the door. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Okay. So that is everybody. That is how this works.
we should.
That is 4
edit.
children,
They're all in bed.
5 dogs
No.
in bed while we're trying just.
We rented the new How to Train Your Dragon movie.
And we're trying
it
to
really should.
just-
It really
just
should
crying
keep
in
up.
the
That's
background.
gotta-
It's yeah.
They
So,
should be tired. I'm exhausted.
Whatever. Yeah.
This is why we haven't done this in like 3 weeks. I don't know how these YouTube people do it daily, but I can't. It takes a
Very
lot
difficult.
to get in front of a camera, and especially with as much
But anyways, get back on target. So we
where are
drove from Vegas
from Vegas.
up to Salt Lake, which is a
Salt.
great drive. It's a beautiful drive going through.
Mhm.
You clip into the little bit of Arizona, going back into southern Utah. We've done a little bit of that southern Utah area. We did a lot of it with Zion and going into Flagstaff areas. If you've never been in that part of the country, it is so cool. It is smoking hot, but it is really, really cool. So we made our way up to Salt Lake. We got there.
Stayed in Layton.
Wait, what was that campground called? That wasn't Coyote Valley. That was a California one.
Layton, Utah. RV. It's not that, but it's in Layton, Utah. I'm sure there's only one.
I have to go back and look. I'll show a picture or
phone.
something, or I'll try to put in a caption or whatever it may be.
It was lovely.
Brand new, great place.
Super nice.
Just a great campground, which it's always a little nerve-wracking right now because we got this trailer and the KOAs are usually pretty spot on.
Yeah,
with being able to
enough
have the
space.
space.
Yeah.
If you're not a KOA, we've been nervous, but this place in Utah, the Coyote Valley one in California, have been awesome.
Yeah.
They have been huge
Super
spots,
nice.
paved,
Yeah.
like just really, really cool. And then I took care of the kids that weekend while you worked and did Team USA practice.
We got in Thursday.
Yep.
We
So
got
talk
in
about Team USA practice on
Well, I'm
Friday,
not done
Saturday,
there.
and Sunday.
We got in there Thursday. Friday morning, I woke up early and went to the facility that was holding the Team USA practice,
And
I
you
ran
round
AKC
4?
League. Yeah, I ran round 4. Kristen was super nice.
Which we just posted that video.
Yeah, I haven't posted. I will.
I posted.
By now I will.
Yeah.
And then so that morning, it took me like a few minutes. I had to set the course, and then because they were all getting busy for the practice, set the course, ran it. Within 30 minutes, I was done. So I headed back to the campground, make sure everybody was settled, and then we met at 1. Was it 1? 1:12? 1?
Yeah. And the thing about when you did this, like this is your first time doing a Team USA like practice.
I've done Team USA. I've done 2 before.
Well, like participating.
I've also participated.
Okay, well, I'm
They
talking
let
like
alternates
being
participate.
Being officially on
Official team member.
You're out of pocket. Like that whole weekend, I could talk to you, but
well, also they had really bad signal. I mean, really bad. You had to walk out.
You're like, I try not,
focus.
even if the place is burning down, I try not to go through
I
and
would
call
hope
you.
so.
I'm not gonna call you. The whole camera burned down.
No. So Friday afternoon, we got a cool packet of some of the judges' courses. We had one of the judges design a whole.
This is all gearing up for this
Sweden
competition in September.
Yeah, the Agility World Championship. And so we had like trial practice runs from the judges themselves, like tricky things. So Friday we ran, I think, 2 courses, and super fun. I mean, Monty and I kind of struggled. I think being in the camper for so long, I feel like in all the hikes he felt a little tight and a little off for me. He still ran well. I feel like he just.
Were you nervous when you?
Always. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, hands down.
Go through and run in front of everybody again.
It's so nerve-wracking, especially with that caliber of handler, and people that have been on Team USA for years and years and years and years, and you're the newcomer. It's terribly nerve-wracking, and it is. You want to prove yourself and be like, there's a reason I'm here. Like, I know Monty's not the fastest. I understand that completely. But darn is he consistent, and darn can I get to places.
You just want to nail the course.
Yeah, most people can't. So I go in always with a mindset, like, I've got to run this. Like, I've got to run clean. Because in my head, like, that's our biggest...
Were you able to kind of shake off the camper blues when you started running?
Kind of. I still felt a little sluggish, and I felt Monty, like, on Saturday... We ran a course and Monty kind of started shutting down, and that's when he had the strain in his psoas. He started doing that at AKC League Nationals last year, and I was like, so I got really nervous. So I had the massage lady, she worked on him all 3 days. As soon as I got there, I was like, can you work on him? Because I knew he'd be sore from the hikes and just the non-jumping activities. Yeah. So I had her work on him, and then I saw her after the first run when he started, I thought, shutting down. And she said, no, he looks fine. And so we got back in the ring and he was back to normal. I think he was just, he too he wants to be perfect. And like, I know that the coach, John, was like, you sometimes just have to fake it. Like sometimes your dogs are just like super sensitive to how you rack. Unlike, I think Trigger's not really that sensitive. Maple's super sensitive. So I've got to, even if he were to take an off course, like, I've got to manage that.
Yeah.
But he came back and he was perfectly fine. Luckily, so no injuries on his part, and he looked great. He was just tight like usual. He's a large Sheltie, jumping 20, so he's gonna be tight. But looked wonderful. So.
And meanwhile,
What?
on a completely side note, all their stomachs were unbelievably upset.
Mainly Triggers, but Monty's was too.
That was terrible.
Is the store gonna open again?
Mama, it's almost over.
That's not true. I
That's
just
not
started
possible.
it. Can you please sit down? There's no ice cream and popcorn. Please shut the door. Thank you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's like every day.
You know, we did one in Pendleton when all the kids were awake.
Can you shut the door?
Torsty, when everybody was awake and we didn't have this many interruptions. It's nighttime. It's the witching hour. This is what happens at night. This is why our kids don't
It's
go to
supposed to be
sleep
Tuesday night date night,
until
too.
midnight. Kids don't go to sleep till midnight because they
it
have
stays
no
light out here.
concept.
But anyways, yeah.
No.
Triggers.
Trigger.
The dogs got
yeah,
out of whack with their food or something. And I swear to you,
Somebody
I'm not going
fed
to go
them
into graphic detail, but it was just
constant.
messes
All the time.
all the time. I would say a dozen times a day, all over the place,
All over.
crates, carpets,
the
everywhere.
blankets,
And you
it
can't
was
pick
just-
it up. It is like you have
It's
to
just
wash.
liquid. You have to. You have to take it
And
out, rinse it, and then luckily the
I was
kids have
dealing
to
with
go-
that while you were there. With it was unbelievable.
Most of the time, I said just leave it, and then I'll manage
I had to
it.
put our little tent thing up and put him outside with some water. And then he proceeded to go
Yeah.
through, and
He was
he got sick
not-
out there. I mean, it was just like, this
I
is
don't know if he has
unbelievable.
a sensitive tummy or not, but
I don't know, but it was crazy. But
it was, and Monty had a bad. That was another thing. Monty had a bad tummy too, so it was
Yeah.
like
but how did Team USA practice
It was-
wrap up, and how do you feel about it?
Saturday he ran great. That was a full day. We started in the morning at 9. We started at 9 because we always went late. We ended up always going late because, you know, you're trying to work kinks out and trying to figure out like where your strong suits are and where your weaknesses are and what to work on. And then Saturday we had team dinner, which was super great. We had lunch also catered from was it Jimmy John's? We had jumped from a sub place, and then we had Mexican for dinner that night. Super good. It was fun to talk to, again, these amazing handlers that you watch and you're like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. And actually sit there and be like, you kind of a part of this. And then got home a little bit later on Saturday. Sunday we just had morning practice, so we got there at 9.
And remind everybody, this is right before the 4th. The 4th is that
Yes.
Friday.
Yeah, it
So
was like
this
the
is all
26th.
that, you know, the Sunday and Monday beforehand.
Yes.
So
Yeah, so Sunday was just half a day because everybody had flights to take out. And so we worked, and like I said, we got these packets, and I was so distracted by the kids. Can I get up? Is that okay? Can I get up and see what they're doing?
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Sorry. Okay.
Hey, look, you can, for everybody that likes to listen to this, we go through nothing different than anybody with children. It just, it makes it very challenging.
Sunday, half day. Again, kind of running
And remember, and I'm gonna interrupt you. Once you were done Sunday, so we're gonna take off from work for the 4th of July. We're gonna drive up to my grandparents
I didn't wrap
and
up the
parents in
Team
Montana.
USA thing.
No. So on Sunday we were not gonna try to go leave and go to the next spot.
No.
We were just gonna
No.
because you didn't get done till pretty late on Sunday.
No, it was only 2 because people had flights at like
That's true.
4.
Yeah. But
So
how did it wrap up though?
Wrapped up great. Monty ran multiple courses clean. I think the last or second to last run, we started treating it like team events. So you run, I guess, the same course and everybody runs it.
Which
And,
how many ladies are in your team?
it's only 4.
And that's for your height, which
That's
is
for
16
the height.
inch.
Yes,
Is that right?
that's 20.
Or 20
For
excuse me.
intermediates, 20. So there's only one, which blows my mind. There's only one small team, one medium team, one intermediate, and one large team.
That's
It's
it.
a small, compared to the European Open, which was the other team I was part of. This is a small team. So you got your 4 people, and one of the ladies was missing, so it was just kind of me and the 2 other ladies. And it was really neat because when we would walk the courses, we kind of discussed game plans, and everybody has such great ideas, and it was fun to be in that environment and really kind of soak it in, especially it being my first year.
And by the way, we're at team practice. Didn't the AKC Nationals air on television? Did I record that at that time?
Nationals aired over in Oregon.
Was it Oregon
Yeah.
or something?
I'm 100% certain.
Okay,
it was
sorry, I mean to derail you, but sorry,
that did
Debbie.
derail
I'm
me.
getting back on track.
So no, then Sunday, but yeah, no, I have my packet. I have notes that I have to work on with Monty and things that are skills that I want to make sure that I have, which makes it hard while we're traveling, trying to
Yep.
make sure I'm getting all these thoughts in my head, like what I need to practice going back. But with all in all, I thought he ran great. I mean, I thought he could run faster. I ran okay. I ran okay. I thought he could run a little bit faster, but on the courses, I was able to pick up a lot of things that I felt uncomfortable with that I felt more comfortable with towards the end. So I left on a high note. I left with multiple clean runs that I was like,
Well,
okay. I mean, I
and
could clean up.
From
but
World Team, you got a little bit of time before the next practice.
Yes.
You have a next practice
In
in New
August.
Jersey in August. Now this will all be done. Kids will be back in school. We kind of get into the normal, I would say, local, so to speak, agility competitions. But
doesn't seem like that. But yeah.
this fall's a little bit crazy. But anyway, so yeah, we will go to New Jersey. We will fly up there for the next practice. So you get a little bit of time
to kind of
work through some
hone in
kinks
these
and hone
things,
some things in.
So Sunday we finished, and then I came back to the camper, and then we went to the pool, hung out by the pool,
Took a
had
break.
ice cream.
It was Sunday afternoon after work.
We were gonna go do that the salt
Antelope
Island. We just didn't.
We're
I
just
didn't feel
tired.
like I was tired. I mean, it was like I ran all day and then came back, and it was like, okay, then you got to do laundry, and then you got to do then you got to feed the dog. It was just.
I mean, when you guys see the photos and the videos, or when the people see it, I mean, we enjoy, like, because of what you do for work, and a lot of things I do for work allow us to see these places, but it has been very exhausting to travel like this, to where you travel, you park for 4 days for a competition, you repack, you drive, you drive 4 to 8 hours, unpack, go get ready for another thing, or usually some of these like a Las Vegas or something, we'll try to just just recuperate for 2 days.
Yeah, but even
those drives are so long.
I think of it like, even when we recuperate, it's like we're go for a big hike. And it's like, that's kind of exhausting too.
Well, let's go film that, you know, so people can see it.
Or we go walk the strip, and then we're out until 10 having ice cream, and we're walking, of course, and then you're on high alert, making sure no one's trying to steal your child. So even when our breaks are happening, I don't feel like they're breaks. I don't think I will break until we get to the beach.
Until we're done with all of
I'm not
this.
even that. I think the beach will be nice and relaxing, and then we'll go up to Murfreesboro, and then it'll be back, and then it's school starting, and I've got to make sure I've got all the backpacks and the shoes and stuff. But anyway, Sunday was fine.
But on that Monday, we drove up to Montana to stay at my grandparents' ranch. Met my parents there. That was basically just time off. Well, we're going to show you guys some great footage, but it was supposed to be time off from work. But we want to film these things for you guys to see. But we just, that was hanging around.
And it was another thing is like this hanging around. It was super dusty there. So I spent a majority of time just doing laundry and cleaning.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty. But I will say though, where we are at the ranch in Montana, it's just in the summer times, you're just dirty. It's just dirty and dusty, and that's just how it is. Cowboy style.
It was relaxing as far as like we didn't have anything planned. Like we'd wake up and like we had the horses were near us, and Mag loves the horses, and we go on walks.
It was
hikes.
nice. It was nice not being at a campground.
Yes.
It was nice not having to leash
the dogs and make sure
that kind of helps. And and like I said, we're going to show people some of that stuff while
it was also
talking.
Again, and another thing that as much as it's nice to have, they have these ground squirrels that make these huge holes. I ended up tripping in a hole and twisting my ankle, and I was constantly concerned Monty was going to run into a hole. So that was also nerve-wracking.
Once the dogs get out there, they just go nuts.
They just book the crap out of it.
They just love running
and it's just like, oh
playing.
my gosh, if you fall into a hole and just your foot goes in, it was.
But after
we saw moose.
We saw moose. We saw plenty of mama deer. And a lot of baby
we saw a bunch of elk.
One thing that was nice is it was so green. I've never seen it that green at that time of year growing up. That area of
nice
Montana
and cool
got a ton of snow. It was still nice and cool. It got hot in the day, but it was cool.
We played in the snow. We found the snow, which wasn't that far.
No, we took the dogs up there and got to see that, and just had a good time off during the 4th of
Yeah.
July holiday.
We went to a parade,
Yep, down at in Ennis, and so I grew up doing that, and
and then we
got to
made
take all the kids there, and that
burgers.
parade has exploded, but crazy
they're
big now.
throwing
But
frisbees and beads.
oh yeah, it's
Giving out
it's a
Coke
big-
cans.
It's a
You're
whole
like,
big deal.
whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it was just I got to we just got to do a lot of things that I did growing up.
Yeah.
And
Side by
just-
side rides and
Yep. We
seeing
had
the
to be, you could do
horses.
some things, but with the dogs, sometimes I just took the kids.
Yeah.
It just depended.
you
But
do little one-on-ones.
but then after we wrapped up the Montana side, it was okay. After 4th of July, now we gotta basically make our way down to Albuquerque
For the next
for the
trial.
next trial. Now, when you look at that on a map, there is no way to do that in one shot at all.
No.
That is
No.
that is basically it's a 3-stop shot like that. I mean, a shot to do that. You have to do it, but it timed it right because we had to go down to Rock Springs, Wyoming, to do some work on our other stuff and other business at the factory down there, which we were doing a ribbon cutting.
Yep.
And then, which is also
Which
nice.
we
'cause
were with
didn't-
our family. My
yeah,
brothers
we,
came
we
up.
saw all the
with
rest of the family
cousins.
there for that. Was a lot of fun. And
We also did some hiking, exhausting.
we did
hiking.
some exhausting
Some
hiking
rock
in the
climbing.
desert and all that kind of stuff. But and then we were going to go from Rock Springs all the way
Here.
down to where we
Alamosa.
are right now in Alamosa, Colorado, which is where the Great Sand Dunes National Park
Which
is.
is our favorite.
Which is, I would actually say it's a pretty big intersection for us when we come out west. We use this as a stopping point for a lot of things.
I don't feel like we've ever gone more west from here, though. I feel like we usually go
well,
up.
this year we've gone a lot further west.
Now
but
we have.
we've used it coming from Birmingham. It's if you're going the southern route through like Texas
Yeah.
and you shoot up through New Mexico,
Mhm.
this is a great place
This
to
is
stop.
so
If you're
nice.
going north, you go usually up through South Dakota and
Yeah.
cut over when we're headed out west. But regardless, I made the call because I was so tired. There was no way to
Yeah.
drive. And if you guys have ever done that drive from Rock Springs or from Wyoming in that area down to here,
Any of
not
these
on
roads.
70 or on the interstate coming down, but when you snake through the mountains, it is a brutal drive. We did it with the Airstream in the past.
Yeah.
That was crazy. It is just so
Nerve-wracking.
super difficult.
Mhm.
Now,
It should have only taken like 4 hours, and it was like what, 7?
you know, we basically took an 8-hour trip and divided it in two.
Yeah.
And so we went to a KOA, just 4.5 hours, but we went through the Utah mountains,
Yeah.
coming out of
It
into
was
Utah.
beautiful,
But then you took the scenic highway going from, where we were in I can't remember where that was in Colorado. We were, but basically go through the scenic highway by all the ski resorts.
but Buena Vista, you said, was nice.
Yep, and go through. Oh yeah, it's all beautiful. I mean, super high up.
Mhm.
It's nice and cold, but it is brutal driving
Yeah.
our bus through that, or a trailer, or anything. So if
And
you're an
even
RVer,
riding, too,
it is
it's
a
just
great,
rough.
it is a beautiful place to drive on that road.
Yeah.
And it's basically, I think it's scenic highway, like top of the Rockies is what it's
Yeah.
called. I can't remember, forgive me what the number is on the highway, but just be forewarned. It is, hairpin, switchback turns, 25, 35
And you can
miles
feel
an
the
hour.
whole thing when you're back
Crazy steep grades. You gotta
Oh,
watch
yeah.
the transmission. The
Yeah.
whole time I'm like, I'm gonna overheat this thing. I'm
Yeah.
gonna blow this head gasket. It's gonna be a problem. But you just take it. I just take it easy. I mean, I pulled over every turnoff they had
Yeah.
to let people go by, but we made it. I mean, you just make your way down here.
there.
then-
We pulled in, what, around 5 o'clock to that.
Yeah, I mean, basically a 4-hour trip took
Yeah.
almost 7 hours
Yeah.
because of how slow you got to go up some of those mountains. But
Pulled around 5 o'clock, had dinner.
yep, got all
And then
settled.
kids went
and
to the
then,
pool. We hung out at the pool. That was
um,
one of the things we did miss, like campgrounds with like pools and
There's a lot more
things.
amenities
Yeah.
for, I would say, when you're doing this for your children.
It's a give and it's a give and take.
You know,
Like
you don't,
I mean,
you don't get the freedom like you do being at the ranch or the
yes,
factory,
Yes.
but you
get a
do
pool
get like,
and a
okay, I can,
playground.
like for example, you go do your trials and I can entertain children,
Yeah,
and it's a lot easier.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but anyway, so we
Stopped
got
there
here
and
at
then we
dinner
got
time.
yeah we
We're here for a couple
no we got
nights.
here around 3 in Alamosa yesterday. We got here around 3. We got
Keep that
in
up, my
really
head.
good time.
Yes.
We got here around 3.
Well, once you get out of the mountains, it's just open valley.
Yeah.
So it's just flat.
So we got here around 3 to Alamosa, and then
And remember, we're making our way down to New
you
Mexico,
took the kids to the pool.
and we just kind of relaxed.
Yeah.
I got up and worked all day today as well. I was able to set up my desk outside. That's usually when people, if you're wondering, like inside the camper, I've got a section on the dresser that has all the like the double monitor and computer and stuff, and then you run it off the Starlink.
Yeah.
But I can't really do work well when you guys are asleep in the morning, and then I'm 2 hours behind everybody right now. So I actually just set up our little tent outside.
And it's so pleasant.
The KOAs and stuff always have nice little tables.
I book the sites with the tables.
We do book the sites with the tables and stuff and the nice ones because I can come out here and I set up my whole desk outside and you would never know. So,
and then we went to the oh my God, it's on your shirt.
My shirt, not my good shirt, my fishing shirt. Cue that jazz music.
I feel like that's totally flammable.
That's it.
It's in the outtake.
Yeah, people can buy herself on the next one. This is my solo show.
For us, got burned.
No. So like today, I mean, we've been to the Great Sand Dunes many times.
It's one of our favorites.
It was a little bit. Yeah, it's one of our favorite places in the country. Today. Yeah, terrible weather, but it's still cool for us.
We loved it. I mean, it was
place.
super windy, and of course, it feels like razor blades when it cuts you on your fleece.
Oh, I know. It's
and
blowing
Gunner's
so
freaking
hard.
out. He's like, ah! Because I think the last time we came, we just had Eiley as a baby.
Tomorrow we're gonna get up early.
We're gonna get up early.
We're gonna go and take the dogs out. You guys will see some cool photos.
The sand dunes with the dogs is one of our favorites.
It's so cool.
It's just so nice.
If you've never been to Great Sand Dunes National Park,
because we went to a
it
dunes.
Is so flipping
we went
cool.
to sand dunes in Wyoming,
and
it was
I'm gonna show those photos. I've already shown them already.
But compared to like this,
the Great Sand Dunes, I mean, you get up in them and it's like you're not even in like
you're not. You don't
America.
feel like you're in the same country.
Like you're way somewhere crazy.
Yeah. But
anyways,
raining,
beautiful place. It was raining, storming, lightning, all that kind of jazz.
But even when it's really bad, it's like still one of our favorites. Cool. We still left going, love this place.
We do love this place.
Then we went to eat, and then now
but tomorrow I'll do some more work. We'll take the dogs out there. You guys go see some cool footage of that and what it looks like.
Are you going to show that? That's going to be part of that?
Yeah, I'll show I'll show a lot of some of that cool stuff out there.
And then we leave Thursday.
And then Thursday morning, it's not a huge drive down to Albuquerque, that Expo Park place that the trial's at.
Never been.
We'll try to do another video maybe after that trial or something. It's going to be a little bit. Our schedule's a little bit intense.
I don't know how people do this stuff like
every day.
It's
a lot because I mean you got to think
unless they have nannies. Like obviously you see, there's no way I could get away.
We're just exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
But it'll get a little bit crazy for us because after New Mexico, I've got a conference in Texas.
I'm gonna be
chilling. But basically we're done.
Yes.
And we're gonna book it all the way down to the Panhandle of Florida, which is not far south of our house.
We're stopping twice. We're stopping at Amarillo and we're stopping at Shreveport.
Yeah, but it's nothing fancy.
It's just pulling in, pulling out early.
Which
so
we do
can
that.
Get down.
A lot of times when we go through the center part of the country, unless we got to stop for a trial, you stop for a night, you get up the next day and you go.
Leave everything hooked up.
Nothing comes off the trailers or nothing. You're done.
Yeah.
And then you got the Murfreesboro trial,
where we started and where we're gonna end.
Yep,
which
we
is
started
like my
there,
favorite.
and then
are we continuing this after the V Ruff?
Of course.
Oh yeah, because we did. Our first episode wasn't this.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, we wanted to show. Now this is a big summer tour, but we wanted to show everybody really what this is like. How do we do it? The trials. Now this is one of the first times we've done it for this long.
Yeah.
But then I would say, we're gonna.
I don't think
do episodes like this to show people what it's like.
Let me
how you
ask
juggle school and how do you do all this?
How you said that you're ready to go home. Are you like legit ready? You're done?
I remember we had a heated discussion several weeks ago where I was like, I just want to go home.
When was that?
I remember that was like late at night one time. I was just like, the kids, like for some reason, I don't know what it is.
It's nighttime for our children.
I will, like at the end of work or something, whatever, I just
don't understand.
I will wear the kids out. Like we will hike, we will run, we will play. I'm like, okay, you know what? Vivica trialed all day today. I'll take the kids to the pool. I'll let them stay
On
there
the
for 2.5
playground.
hours.
Yeah. You were there for 4 hours.
And yeah, for 4 hours.
And I'm like, okay, I'll
and
come back.
wear
I'll bathe them.
themselves out. I'll come out. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make Vivica dinner tonight. We'll do all of that, and the kids are gonna go to sleep, and we'll watch a fun TV show or a movie. And guess what? No. Someone's coming.
Oh, is this the white SUV?
Anyways, and then they'll hit this like second wind or whatever it is.
They don't.
At
They
10,
don't
11
have
o'clock,
a non-wind.
and they just go.
It's always one wind.
It's just full on out speed, and I'm like, there was one night I'm like, I just want to go home and we can shut our door and throw the kids in the.
There's so much more space in our house
and
than
there's
in
more
the
space.
camper.
But I will say, I am.
If you could
I
go
am
home,
mixed.
you're fine.
I am really mixed. I haven't actually told you this. Like I'm a little bit sad heading back because I knew it. I've said this a lot of times so far. I knew when we were going to do this and we started off in Murfreesboro, I knew we were going to come back or get to like where we are right now and go, holy cow! Like
You
that
said
went
that
by
Montana,
so
you're like, it'll
fast. And I saw the photos popping up from Washington and Oregon and all these places. I'm like, that's a month ago now.
Yeah.
And
It went by really fast.
now we've always just wondered, hey, could we do this as full time? And I mean, we definitely could. There may be a few things. I think the thing that makes it challenging is booking the trials and just traveling so hard between those travels. Like I haven't really let you drive a whole bunch.
Not
just
at all.
because
You haven't let me drive at all.
well, these mountain roads are just really
I'm not
nasty.
too interested. Not with that
with the
trailer.
trailer
I
and
told
the
you I
car
was
on
not a
it.
big fan of this trailer.
And I will say, I think it'd be easier if you were like, if you're living doing this, hey, we're going to go to this location. We're going to park it for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're there. Because I will say, it is nice when you can park, you can unhook everything, you can just set it all up.
Yeah, but I also feel like when you're in it for like 3 weeks, it goes like that.
It
That's
does.
it.
Time
It's just,
well,
like,
time flies
it
fast
goes
for
by
us, anyways.
You thought it was
But
Wednesday
this
today.
is time flies like ultra fast
Exponentially faster.
when
Yeah.
you're doing
I
it
don't
this
think-
way.
I
So,
think-
I mean, are you sad? Are you happy?
I
Do you
think
enjoy this?
that I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I think that when we get to Murfreesboro, which I'm really looking forward to, I think that I will feel like this was exactly what I wanted. Like this was planned. I mean, obviously we had hiccups, but I felt like, oh, I'm not sad or.
It took me a good
Yeah.
2 weeks.
What?
From Murfreesboro to Oregon. It took me to kind of get in the groove.
Well, yeah, because the whole car debacle took you at least.
Well, that
8
plus I had to
days.
do I had some other maintenance things pop up
Oh yeah, the wash.
on,
Yeah, we
on
had
the
a bunch
trailer.
of stuff. It was
I
like
mean,
a lot
not
of
on the trailer,
hiccups.
on the bus.
Bus,
And,
yeah.
it took a little bit of time
get in the
I think to
groove.
get in the groove, but yeah, I mean, I think it's been worth it. I mean, the amount of exposure for what you do, for the dog stuff.
It was really neat to be able to
Like,
meet people
How many? I mean, I can't tell you how
from
many people
across
have
the
come up
West
to
Coast.
either, at least to
over
me.
here. Yeah.
Like I'll be out working and they're like, "Hey, I looked up your dog website on the bus," or they're like, "That's so flipping cool." Like, wait, are they hunting dogs? Like, what kind of training? Or, oh wait, how does it
Clearly,
train?
he didn't
Or,
look up the
you know,
website, man.
Yeah, well, that's true. Right? It's a different person. But
The other person.
yeah, no, it's interesting to talk to people from everywhere, to share what we do. They
I
follow
don't
what
talk to people.
you don't, what I do, but they follow along.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people that do this, and when you get to some of these parts of the country, and you're like, "Well, you're from Alabama."
Well, yeah, no,
They're
people
like, "What
with
in
our
the
map.
world?" And
just-
then they look at our map and they're like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah.
You guys are like all over the place. So it is a brilliant marketing tool for V Ruff Crew, and like to get
We
out
didn't
there.
plan it for that.
It's
We
worked
planned
out.
it for family fun.
Well, we planned it to do
I planned
the
it
trials.
I planned it to go to Oregon for the trial, and then found there was one in California, and then ended up having to do Team USA practice, and then it kind of evolved. But what we originally planned
was the Oregon trial.
was the Oregon trial.
How do
and
we-
then
how do we do
we're
that, and
Just,
then-
we're like, let's just do the West Coast.
Yep. Let's just trial the West Coast, and
Yeah.
then
See what
and
we
then
can
it
come
turned
up
into
with.
like, hey, let's go film it, and let's
Yeah.
share everybody with what it's like, and how do you do this? And
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting for people to watch this, and then to watch oh, we're gonna go pick up the kids from school right now, and then gonna go flip and drive 4 hours, do a trial, come back on Sunday night.
The thing is that I feel like
that's a whole different process.
for us, we don't. I mean, I know there's plenty of times that I just don't know how people do it, where they can film their lives, but it's like I'm living my life. How am I filming this? Like, someone's like, I want to see when you're in the camper and you're serving the kids, and it's like, but I'm serving the kids. Like, I am not gonna be like, hold up, guys.
And I'm driving.
Don't be screaming at me to get you milk. Let me set my camera.
And like when people, when you guys are watching and when they're watching our videos, like there's nothing. I'm not staging anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
and I feel like a lot of it's
Like
staged, so I don't want to make it
I can't be
feel
like, well, hey
it's that
guys,
way.
stay there. I'm gonna set the camera up here. You can walk by the camera.
No.
No, it's like they're going. We're just going. And then
Yeah.
I went and I'll take the gimbal with
There's
me,
some
and you can
couple
see
of times where I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe I just don't know. I don't
know how people, but
I
hey,
don't
this
know
is
how
how we
people
do
do
it.
it, yeah.
Like it's basically like, hey, I'm gonna grab this camera and let you guys see this
yeah.
along the way, and
There's a
this
whole
is
bunch
how
of
it
crap
is.
that happens in between.
There's and
we
you know,
show really cool things, but there's a lot
well,
of
you've seen the kids tonight. That is a great example.
yeah. Again, it's nighttime. This is why we stopped. I feel like if we did it in the afternoon, they seem.
There's no way to do this this afternoon.
We did it in the afternoon in Oregon, at one place.
I don't know how that
Remember?
works. I don't even know how
And we
that
were out
happened.
on the benches and we were talking and
Oh yeah,
we could
no,
hear them, but
yeah, no.
they weren't like this. Again, I don't know what has happened.
I don't know, but it's been a good trip. I mean, I think
I don't think we could live in it 24/7.
Next year we're gonna really go.
We're gonna
for it
try and do Alaska.
and see what agility up is in Alaska. Hit some hopefully we can try some trials in Canada as
Yeah,
well
we're
along
gonna-
that way, and really try to push as far as you can go.
We were discussing our plans for the end of the year, which because it's already halfway over, right?
Well, our calendar's done.
And
It's
so,
crazy.
but no, we were discussing it. So we've got a bunch of really cool things coming up. Whether or not we film in a timely manner is, again, I don't know how people do it. Like the amount of like, oh, I want to get up and film is like, we've been talking about filming for what, since July 4th?
I didn't want to do it.
No, neither of
I
us
just
did.
didn't want to do
We're
it.
so tired. How people with
Debbie's
any
been like, you need an
family,
assistant.
like people sitting there doing their dances, like what are you doing?
Now, I mean, what would be cool is if I had somebody filming in the background.
A random person coming with us on our.
Yeah, we have to hire somebody to go through and film.
Yes,
You almost done?
I am
Yep,
almost.
we're almost done, bud.
Yay!
Yep, there we
Mommy,
go.
he got his dragon.
Oh, that
Oh,
is
he got
awesome.
his dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
And that is what you call
it's just Torsty.
a fifth wind, whatever that is.
That's just Torsty.
That is,
it's our second born.
Oh, man.
He's the
Okay.
energy of it.
But anyway,
Almost done.
Girl, I
Yep,
just told your brother yes.
we're getting, yep, please,
Where
thank
did
you.
go, bro?
Date night, Tuesday night, date nights. That's how it works.
After we could get us candy.
Okay, yep. Cue the jazz music.
And then no, this is when
You
you
do cue the jazz music?
submit your question of how do you guys do date night?
We don't.
This. That's what I say.
I don't know.
This. We'll sit by the fire. I'm gonna get them popcorn, and then they'll sit probably quiet.
Anyway,
And I love you.
I love you.
love you too. Cue the
She
jazz
didn't
music.
say it to you.
Oh, okay. Cue the jazz music finally now.